Cally's miracle elixir.
Yes. Oh, having a little musical interlude. Okay, it is after 10. It's 10:03 on, what is this, Friday night? And I spent the whole of the day.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my laptop.
Did you get me saying Pirelli's miracle elixir?
I think so.
Alright.
Anyway, I spent most of the day.
I figured it wasn't Link because Link doesn't have the screen yet.
Oh, who was it?
Kelly. What are they going to do with me first?
What? Oh, I don't know. They'll figure
something. Gnaw the back screen.
They'll do something. So, okay. I went with Falcon this morning. I was actually up before him. Was it at 5:30? I don't know why. I do know why. Callie was sitting on my chest going to my face with one claw out. It's very cute, but very annoying and painful. I would shoo her away. Now I'm talking about Callie. I would shoo her away, and she'd come right back up and go, hee 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 hee. And finally, I let her out of the room, and I then was too annoyed to go back to sleep. So I went with him and dropped him off at work, and then went to our new place. And we had loaded a bunch of stuff in the car, so I unloaded all of that single-handedly, I might add. And it was not real easy. It was all right. I got it done anyway. And then I drove myself to our storage unit on the other side of town, mind you. And felt like it took me forever to get there. And got a carload of stuff from there. Brought it back. A lot of kitchen stuff. Boxes, just odds and ends, crap that I don't need anymore. So I've got a box of stuff to go to the Salvation Army, and a couple of boxes of stuff just to throw away. I'm very pleased with myself. I hope to do a lot more of that. I'm still rather unsure on where to put things, but the good news is I was so happy all day, y'all. I was so happy. It was gray and cold and drizzly rainy, which I love. And the trees have turned color quite suddenly in the last couple of days. So, and out in front of our house, there's, right up against it, there's these trees, some kind of little shrubs that have berries, little gorgeous red berries. And there's quite a few of those little shrubby plants around, and they're so pretty. Very, very festive looking. And Callie's up here on me right now doing her thing. Hi, Callie. And there are, I'm not sure, maple trees, I guess, that turn the bright, crazy colors that are just, they look like neon. They're orange and yellow and the deepest, prettiest red you've ever seen. And they're everywhere. I ended up picking up some of them and bringing them in and just putting them on the countertop in the kitchen because they were so pretty. But in the rain, my hat on, bundled up a bit, I went in and out and brought in a lot of stuff and put things away. The only problem is, in that storage unit, within the last year, I guess, somebody really filthy must have put a bunch of stuff in a unit near ours, because I know that about a year ago I went to get something and found every box I had inside of it, unless it was taped up completely. Every box was just absolutely filled with mouse droppings and roach eggs. Big, big, big brown roach eggs. I was so grossed out, and I went and complained, like, well, we can't really help what kind of people might move in beside you, and it's open, yay so far or more in the top. So, inconceivably, I could boost myself up. Well, I couldn't because I'm too big, but I could boost somebody skinny up there, and they could go through probably to the other side. I don't know. Anyway, so obviously mice and roaches can certainly get in and completely take over. Really gross. Ooh. Excuse me. I think the kitties are really going to like it. It's such a quiet street. I mean, even though I'm in the middle of this city, more or less, and we're off the beaten track, but not very far off, it was so quiet. I just listened, and I could hear this very light rain falling on the leaves. I could hear a crow somewhere cawing, and I could hear a train way in the distance, which I love the sound of the trains blowing their horns. And it was just so lovely and so quiet and so wonderful. And, Yeah, I think we were probably the rowdiest, loudest things going on there today. And my mom got to come over and see it. I was so anxious for her to see it. And she was pretty excited about it. She says it was way nicer than she had imagined. Bigger and nicer. And now that I'm starting to get some little things brought in and set up, especially in the kitchen, it looks like someplace people really live. And I'm pretty good about having some foresight, I guess, where I can look at something and see the potential it has. And I think Mom maybe isn't so great at that. I think maybe Falcon isn't so good at it.
What? So good at what?
At being able to look at something like an apartment, an empty apartment, and seeing in your mind's eye the potential that it has.
Nope.
Yeah, see, Falcon's really bad at that. But that's one of my talents and gifts, is being able to do that. So I think that we're going to make something really nice out of it. And I'm excited to get in there and get started. It needs to be repainted, really, inside. I might see if the landlord will let me paint it a gray color in the living room. Maybe a darker gray in the little dining area. I took video this morning, but for some reason my cam was almost completely drained of battery. So I didn't get as much as I would have liked to. But I gave you a quick run through of the house. I'm having trouble getting it to upload to my computer. It won't even upload to Falcon's computer. His is XP, mine's Vista. Something's wrong somewhere. We can't get it to accept the drivers or some crap. So I'm hoping eventually to be able to, be able to put that up here. But I did take some pictures today, and I'll put those together when I have time. And Stacy and her husband RD are helping us move some things tomorrow. We're renting a van, and we're going to get some things out. We'll try to get everything out of my storage. That's going to be a job and a half, let me tell you. I have so many big boxes full of paranormal books. It's just absurd. And 3 big bookcases, big heavy bookcases, couch, table and chairs, other various and sundry chairs and little tables and things. Oh well, it has to be done. We're lucky to have them because, we're lucky to have them. I'll just put it that way. I'm going to buy them some pizza, and we'll set up the table and have a little something to eat to celebrate getting that part of it done. Getting all the stuff that's here at the house, I think, is going to be the really hard part, because there's just so much. I keep looking around and trying to figure what I can rid myself of. It's difficult. So, okay. I'm going to let it go for now. I'll try to get those pictures up soon, okay? Bye-bye.